Hey guys, welcome back to the MOJITO podcast. Today's episode, we'll be chatting about late night thoughts. So,
Yes.
basically, is what keeps your brain running as you're about to fall asleep. But before we begin, let me introduce to y'all froyoollie and J10.
Hello.
Hola.
Alright, okay.
Those are very menacing particles.
Yeah, very menacing. I'm scared. Anyways,
Thank you.
and I am Autumn, who shall be a lovely host for this morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time it is you're watching it. Now, get comfy and have your drinks ready, and let's get into this.
Hello.
Yes, hello there. Hello there.
How are you guys? Good?
I'm
Yes?
doing good.
Yes, pretty good.
Alright, so let me throw off the first question. So, what do you guys think about late night thinking? Like, do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing?
I mean, it's pretty much normal because everyone has at least like one late night thought. I mean, I could come up with like one that I have right now, but most of the time I can't really remember what I've thought at night. So yeah, I'll just leave it as that for now.
What about you, Ollie?
I have a range of late night thoughts, I think. Like there are some times where I don't know how to explain it. I just hear like not here. I just think about a lot of random stuff.
Yeah, which is what we're gonna talk about today. So I mean, late night thoughts are like just before you're about to go to bed. It's just something that your brain decides to bully you and just saying, hey, have you ever thought about the universe? Or like, have you ever thought about like, if you were pink?
What does that even mean?
What? Yeah. Wait.
Wait. Is there no like? Yeah, is there like no specific detail onto that? Like just pink?
I don't know. I just thought of the color pink.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, okay.
Are
So
you okay?
yes, I'm okay.
I mean, to be fair, this is like a late night thought, so you can't really like blame her or anything.
Right? Like, ever just wanted to be pink?
I mean, I don't know about you, man. I'd rather be purple instead of pink.
Exactly, you'd rather be a color.
I'd be blue, but
Yeah, right?
blue
Right?
means
See?
very sad. So
Oh,
I
no.
don't know
No.
anymore.
Anyways, do y'all have any like late night thoughts that like you care to share? Like anything random?
Oh, I wish I could remember some.
I can't remember anything right now. I'm gonna be very honest.
Ooh.
Yeah, same. Because like, oh wait, yeah, you go on first. You go on.
No, you go. I have
No,
no idea what I was
you
about to
go,
say.
you go.
I forgot. No, I forgot.
I
I forgot. That was gonna say.
Ollie, you and me both.
This is gonna be an interesting podcast.
This is gonna be a very interesting
This is
podcast
gonna
if
be
the
a
two
very
of you are
interesting
going back and
podcast.
forth.
This is okay. Wait, late night thoughts doesn't mean like dreams. You know, like some people, their dreams are really like, you know, like people can shift into dreams and stuff. Like I know that's so off like the topic and stuff, but isn't that considered like a late night thought? Because technically you're thinking about what to say in the dream, but you've already written the script yeah.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
But like I'm sure because I'm not really educated on what dream dream shifting or like is it dream shifting?
There's like another term for it, but I don't think it's called dream shifting.
Yeah, I don't think it's called dream
I
shifting.
think it's just like
either.
shifting, like that.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
it. It's just shifting.
It's and like I do want to say like I feel because I've heard like people write like scripts and then that's basically what happens. So I've spent a few late nights thinking about that. I'm like, how do people do that? And like I want to try it, but I am scared to try it. I feel like I would lose myself completely when I try it.
Oh yeah,
can't sing.
that's true. Yeah, I actually do kind of agree with you because like I always see it like happening on like TikTok. And then
Yeah.
like yeah, they always share the like extremely bizarre experiences like Actually, never mind. I forgot. But the experiences were bizarre, and that only happened because they didn't script it. So like every time I'd always see like, hey, if you want to go into like this universe, you have to script very specific things that you want to happen, and yeah, stuff like that.
Apparently, I was watching like this one video where the girl wrote that thing in the script, and then the character themselves found the script and then rewrote their script. So they did what they wanted. Yeah, so it's like they weren't allowed to leave, but then people in the comment section were like, they actually cannot stop you from leaving. You can actually leave if you want to. But I don't know. I've never really had like a chance to really like fully think about it. It's just one of those things that's just like it just pops into my head whenever I see it on TikTok, because I feel like the dream shifting normally it's done with like fictional characters, right? Like people go to Hogwarts, people go to the Percy Jackson universe. Then there was one more that was pretty Umbrella Academy. Yeah.
Pretty much almost every fandom has done that. Like even on my end, there's like Genshin, there's like what else? Yeah, pretty much all the anime fans, and also on your side that have shifted onto their preference of universes.
Yeah, Eden Gallagher just owns my heart. It's, you know.
Okay.
Everybody listening, this is a joke. This is for yeah.
This is for answers. We need
her
answers.
This is for
her Pinterest page.
Do not look at my Pinterest page. Don't. I just posted this. Did you see the screenshot of me posting into Freud's addiction?
Yep. Shameless for real.
Shake my head. Shake my head.
I'm gonna drink a coffee just for that.
I shall sip my melon tea.
Two people on coffee and then like just the one person on tea. It's okay, man. She'd be sipping on tea. Let's go. But anyways, yeah. So late night thoughts can be interpreted differently by many people. But I think for me, it's like the late night thoughts would be like just as you're about to go to bed, then your brain starts running and starts questioning you about life itself, or starts creating like fantasies that like you've always dreamed you could interact with, like with your favorite anime character, right? I know there are people who fantasize about them being able to like meet their favorite anime character, right? And late night thoughts tend to just keep people up for like hours, or like heck, even till the morning, right? So my next question is like, with all the late night thinking that majority of people do, right? Do you think it's actually healthy for them? Because I know for me, it's like I do late night thinking, but like it's so unhealthy in a way, because I can never get any sleep, and I'm never able to sleep on time. But I'd love to hear your answers. Do you think it's healthy?
I mean, like every other thing, it is healthy and also unhealthy. Like everything has its healthy and unhealthy sides. But while the thing that you said is true, that it's unhealthy and you're not able to get a lot of sleep because of it, I do also think that it's like healthy in the sense that like since you're alone late at night, you get to think about like some things, sometimes about yourself, sometimes about other people, and just pretty much reevaluate a lot of things because you're alone. And the thing that I honestly like go about a lot is that like being alone lets you reach new enlightenment. And I can like wholeheartedly vouch for that, because for a while I was alone, and then if it weren't for that moment of like solitude, or in other words late night thinking, I probably wouldn't have changed so much and turned out to be the person who I am today. So yeah, that's my take on it.
Nice. What about you, Ollie?
I do agree with Jay. I think that it's healthy and unhealthy to if it becomes, like everything is done in moderation. As much as that like phrase is so overused, it's very true. If you obsess over like fictional characters too much, you sometimes also kind of lose touch with reality. And I think that is one of those things that, speaking on like late night thoughts, of course people always dream like, oh, maybe I'll get to be with that person, maybe I'll get to be with the other person. But yeah, late night thinking is nice. It's very eye-opening, but it also sometimes not the reality. And late night thoughts also can sometimes lead to overthinking, and when you overthink something too much, it kind of leads to anxiety, and sometimes can also lead to obsession in some cases. So yeah, everything done in like moderation. Don't lose touch with reality, but also let yourself indulge once in a while. Just don't do it too much is what I'd say.
Yeah, but like I'd say like usually, you know how like sometimes not even sometimes, most of the time when you have like conversations with like some people, it always ends up being like about deep topics in the late of the night. So I guess that also counts as like late night thoughts, because it quite literally is a late night thought. And while some late night thoughts can be of delusions, it also can like touch quite a lot sorry about that. It can touch quite a lot on reality, and yeah, that's all I wanted to add.
What are some like conversations that you guys have had with like other people at night, late at night?
Oh,
That's a very good question.
It's always in the moment for me, so like I can't remember. I can barely remember anything.
I think I can remember a few, but I think I was talking to a friend the other day, and I think it was like 2 a.m. 3 a.m. for me, and we were just having our daily chats, and we were talking about like relationships and stuff, and eventually it got to the point of fantasy and sci-fi. It changes, it varies from time to time on the topic, but like for the relationships bit, it's just like, it wasn't about, when you have relationship talks with like other people, right? It's like,
Oh yeah, for sure.
during the day, it's like, hey, do you think this guy is cute, or like what kind of guy, or like what do you look for in a guy, right? These kind of relationship talks, right? It's not something that my friend and I would actually do during the middle of the night. What we would do is we'll talk about like either past relationships, or we'll talk about like what mistakes. We will go more into detail about ourselves rather than more detail into a relationship itself instead. So we take the time to actually analyze, and we get advice from each other, so that at least we know what areas that we can improve ourselves on. And for the fantasy sci-fi thing, it's more of like scientifically, we're very logical people, so we have that scientific mind, where it's just we always start to question about the universe, and like how we always wondered like, so if we were to go through a wormhole, right, how are we able to get back to our own universe if it closes up behind us, after we go through it? Do we need to find another one, and how many like wormholes do we need to go through till we get back to our own universe? Those kinds of talks. But yeah,
Didn't that just start from relationships?
yeah, that started from relationships. So
What the hell?
yeah, so yeah, okay, so as I said, my late night talks with friends, it
It diverges a lot.
yeah, you
Okay,
never
well,
stay.
that's
I realized that you never ever stay on one topic. You never ever stay on one topic. You always keep the flow going, even if like somehow you end up changing the topic.
Yeah, that is true. That's very true.
Me and I remember like a few days ago, I actually had a late night thought with my not even late night thoughts. It was like a late night talk with my uncle, and we went from talking about yearbooks to cancel culture, and how we got there, I have no idea. It was a full circle. We went about talking about how my secondary school messed up like the yearbooks that we were doing, and how it would have been better if we had a yearbook committee, to talking about sometimes I don't really like cancel culture.
Oh my god.
It was fun. It was nice to talk about these kind of things. I feel like if you have the right people to discuss late night thoughts with, it always makes it so much better. And another thing is sometimes you have shower thoughts. Our late night thoughts and shower thoughts almost the same thing.
Yes, right?
Yeah.
Technically, yes. Technically, yes.
Technically, no.
Technically yes, and
Technically.
technically no.
Yeah.
Technically yes
That's-
and no. It's
That's a technicality and everything.
yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah. So late night thoughts is really something. You, as I said, you never really stick to one topic. If you can manage to keep going, if you can keep the conversation going, especially when you're with a friend, then I think the night would be endless. But yes, you do lose sleep over it because you keep wondering, damn, what happened if the universe was like this? What happened if in an alternate reality I was pink?
Back to that again.
If you had a color that you could be, what color would you be? Yeah.
I'd be rainbow. Cause that'd be kind of cool, I think.
Well, they'll bring in the Power Rangers eventually, but yes.
No,
Oh
and
yeah.
then some-
Oh yes.
Oh no, you go.
No. You go. Yes.
No. And then somebody caught. No, I was gonna say that somebody, whenever you ask that question to somebody else, somebody would then just. Well, hello there. What?
Anyway, yeah, Ollie.
Autumn?
Yes. Ollie, go on.
Go on, yes,
Ollie,
yes.
go on.
Yes.
Go on.
So I
was just gonna say that people would then, with the colors question, people would then launch into some people would be like, oh, I'm like ivory color, and then you're like, what the hell is ivory?
Yeah, exactly. Cause what the hell actually is ivory?
Well,
like I don't know. Wait.
I mean, if you're talking about the material,
Oh
then-
god, we're art students and we're asking this.
I mean, if you're talking about the
it's
material,
it's
then
kind of like a beige thing. Wait, let me.
Oh,
send it
wait,
into
what,
the
really?
Discord.
Just-
It's
just
kind of like
look
a
at
beige
I
elephant.
thought it was like a red. What?
look at elephants.
No.
Elephants' trunks are ivory.
Huh?
That's ivory?
Yeah, elephants.
Oh, no, not their trunks. Their
The-
tusks.
Oh yeah, sorry, I said trunks. My mistake. Their tusks. Yes, their tusks
Yeah.
are
Ivory?
Yeah.
Look,
Oh
look-
wait,
look-
you mean like the horns or something?
wait.
Elephant
Jay, look,
don't have
Jay,
horns.
look at that kind of color. It looks like white, but it's not white.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's like barely white. I thought it would be like what?
Yeah.
Like a deeper shade of red or something?
I think this color that we use for quartz and stuff is ivory.
Oh,
Maybe.
what the
I think
heck?
so.
It's like people saying, I want my walls to be white, but not white.
Okay, I guess, yeah, in a sense. All this time I've just been calling it like white. Like, oh, look at this white nice
yes,
block.
apparently the different shades of white.
That's so weird.
Yeah,
Why?
so there's
that's like saying this. That's like saying that black has different shades.
that's midnight black. there is black, there's ivory black, there's a lot of blacks, there's a lot of blacks, there's a lot of whites. Like the whites, that's even eggshell white. That's white, that's eggshell white, that's too many whites.
Eggshell white? Are you freaking kidding me?
This is why
What
Minecraft
the
only gave
hell?
one white.
Why?
This is why Minecraft only gave one white, and that's white.
The most generic white possible that doesn't even look remotely white because of the shaders.
And then I wonder what the white sand looks like. You know, like the white sandstone.
Ah,
Like
okay,
this
so
one.
white sand. This is white sand.
Ivory.
Yes, ivory.
Ivory sand. Oh god, you know what? We'll just stray away from this. I'm so sick of this color thing.
No.
I've already strayed from this.
We are very straight, very far from this, but it's okay because, like as said, late night thoughts can. Okay, so late night thoughts when you are on your own, you never stick to one topic. You never think about only one area.
Yeah.
Right?
That's true.
Right.
But I mean, I wanted to stray away from this because, like, I actually just
you wanted
remembered.
to stray away.
Wait, hey! Don't take that out of context. Hello, hey.
No, like I already said, ivory. See?
No, I mean, I want to stray away from this because I just remembered about a late night thought I will smack you to when I see you guys in real life.
Alright. So, okay, yes. Anyways, okay, back to our main topic. Yeah, so late night thoughts, we never ever stick to one topic. Yes, it can cause us to have like mental breakdowns or like mental problems in the middle of the night, right? But to me I kind of see it as like a little bit of a good sign because like it means that your brain wants you to explore. It's either one trying to distract you from reality or it's trying to make you think more about certain areas and understand it more so that when it comes up again you wouldn't overthink it and that you wouldn't overthink it and you know nothing bad will happen, right? So late night thoughts are just I mean to me that is so because I've had we all had a lot of late night thoughts, right? Yes
Yeah.
Right. So late night thoughts has helped us to a certain extent. Yes. Right?
Yeah, and as for me, I remember blurting out in like the middle of the night, like the crack of night. I don't know how the saying goes, but yeah, it's that our lights are turned off, and suddenly because I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not a very fluent Tagalog speaker, but in one of my recent sketches, I did use a bit of Tagalog because like one of my original characters is half Tagalog, so I thought I might as well just use that. And so I thought I made the dialogue of one of the characters be like, "Ang sabi ko sa'yo, I can't carry this," meaning I told you I can't carry this. It's something like that. And then apparently my mom said earlier that there's actually like another translation for it, like for some reason. And then in the middle of the night, I was wondering what the hell that was. And so I just asked, like, what's the difference? Because, like, the meaning that she apparently said was something like, instead of ang sabi ko sa'yo, it's sinasabi ko sa'yo. Like, what's the difference? They sound the same! And then, like, I asked her about it, and even she doesn't know the answer. And then I just couldn't stop thinking about it, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna play some music and try to go to sleep. So yeah, that was my late night thought. I still can't get over it. It's been like, I don't know, like almost a week since that passed too. Good God.
Wow, that is interesting. If we knew the meaning, I think.
It somewhat means I told you, like something like that. But apparently, to her, those two mean different things.
Oh.
The moment you said "I told you," the first thing that came to my mind is like your brain telling you "I told you so."
Mm-hmm.
What? Tell me! I don't even know anything! Yeah, I'm just gonna... You know what? I'm gonna drink this freaking coffee. I'm gonna turn away and drink. Yes,
Alright.
Autumn, go on. Just go on.
Alright.
Just go on without me.
Only you got anything like any like vague memory of like a late night thought that you randomly just thought of?
I had one, and I think I shared it with a friend. I just can't remember what it was. Hold on. Let me find it.
Okay, while she's
Do it.
while she's looking, let's see. While she's looking for it, okay, I think I can bring out one late night. No, okay, it's not a late night thought, but it was a dream my friend had that they told me about, and honestly, it was really fun to decipher. So my friend was dreaming about a certain character that he made, his own character, and he was telling me that like it was at the end of a battle, or like there was a battle going on, right? And one of the strongest characters came up to him and handed him a sword. And this sword was actually the most powerful sword in all of the universe. But here's the thing, this sword has a twin, so there's two of them. But he was only given one of them. And I don't actually remember the words that the character said to him, but it went something along the lines of the battle is not over or something. I'm not too sure. And then the character walked off with a sad look on his, and showed him a sad look before he left. And when my friend told me this, I instantly managed to like decipher a little bit. Somehow it got to the point where I was telling him that like, okay, so I was telling him that like, okay, maybe in reality there is a battle that is coming towards you, right? There is a strong battle. There's gonna be a fight that's gonna come towards you very soon, and that you're gonna need a lot of strength. But since the sword that was given to him was only one of them and not both of them, it's saying that it could mean that he only needs like half of his strength in order to win the battle. But as said, I was telling him that like I think there was another bit where I do not exactly remember, but there was another bit that led to the line of like you may lose the battle, but the war, or like, but you may lose the war, but you win the battle or something. I can't actually remember.
Oh yeah, that phrase. Yeah,
Right?
it's something like that.
Something like that. So yeah, that's what I told him, that, and like I didn't really tell him to prepare, but be safe. That's all I said to him. So, and honestly, it was really fun deciphering that dream, cause it really got me thinking that, okay, this is how much our minds can take us to. Like our minds we only use like 10% of our brain during the day, right? But at night, how much brain power are we actually using? Considering the fact that if our dreams can turn it into something so incredible to the point that it is actually showing us a message, or it is giving us a message, and so the question is how far can our brains really go, right? And how far is it willing to protect us? Right. Anyways, Ollie, did you find your messages?
I did. So one of my late night thoughts that I was having is whether fish can see water.
What?
What?
Okay, think about it.
Wait.
Okay.
Wait a damn minute.
All right. Okay.
Think about it. If we can't the air and it's our main domain, can fish see water? Because it's their main domain.
Oh no, Ollie!
Bro.
Ollie!
See water. But like,
Wait,
okay,
wait. So that like that's like supposed to imply that they can see air.
yeah. So maybe they can see air, but
I
they
mean,
can't
they
see
can
water.
see the air, but they can't see water.
That's
the
like
thing-
so cursed to think about, though.
Ollie! You are
But the
so
thing is,
cursed!
I feel like they should be able to see like water, right? Because they're swimming in it. They're not like, I mean, it's not like us with water.
I mean, yeah, cause air, cause like you learned this. We all learned this in secondary school. There's like air. All the molecules are separated. Liquid.
But
Yes?
we are different from fish.
We have double eyelids.
But we have one of the same thing, which is eyes.
Yeah,
both have
but
eyes.
but eyes can be different. It's a different species kind of thing, right?
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong, but like, still, that's so cursed to think about.
I feel like Ollie's gonna be that person that one day she's just gonna come up to us and then like
Yeah.
she's
So
gonna be
like,
asking all the weird questions that
It's just-
breaks our brain one day.
It's just one of those questions that I was also kind of like, so if, what was it? Because molecules, technically, if molecules cannot like touch each other, that means our hands cannot touch each other. So, and if energy is only like cannot be created, but it's like, you know, whatchamacallit, it can only be converted, then does that mean that a child is the same age as us? Because nothing can be created, it's just, you know.
Where's the correlation with that?
no. Wait.
So if our fingers cannot touch, like technically if my hands touch each other, they're not touching because there's molecules in between them. Molecules do not touch. Does that mean if you slap the baby, technically you're not slapping the baby?
Because technically the baby's the same age as you. Everybody's about the same age, and the molecules don't touch. So,
But what does touch is the skin.
Yeah,
but the skin doesn't touch because it doesn't come in contact. Like if my hands touch each other, they're not touching, technically.
yeah.
And technically, yeah, but like that only be true because like you're saying like you're slapping the molecules out of the child, but you're slapping the child themselves, but you wouldn't be wrong in saying that you are slapping the molecules. Wait, no, what the fuck am I saying? Never mind, I don't know anymore.
So anyway,
Oh my God.
Anyway, so like these type of questions are like, to me it's actually kind of interestingly funny because like one day you're just gonna break people's brains, like for example,
Yeah,
like,
mine just now. God damn
you're
it.
just gonna break people's brains, but then again, right, it gets you thinking about like, okay, yeah, so like for example, like a question that I just remembered, like if you have described something as indescribable, haven't you already described it?
Oh,
That's true.
that's true.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
That's very true.
That's true.
So certain questions like these, right, actually like it tends to take a toll on people's brains because like there's no real answer to this, right? And okay, what my friend and I love to do is that we don't fight. When we have a disagreement, we don't fight. What we do is that we go into a full-on debate. We go on to a full-on debate where we're just like, okay, so if I think this is wrong, then I'll say it's wrong. If he thinks it's right, then it's right.
Which is possible to escalate into a fight.
No, yeah, but we both have to agree that we won't argue about the fight on who's right, who's wrong, right?
Yeah, like
we
a
just gotta make
debate.
sure that we have our points on the table, right? If we have our points on the table, right, then we can stand against our argument, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
arguments are like, to me and my friend is like we never fight. We actually, yeah, we've never fought, and it's always just turned into like heated debates and we're just like we're just laughing our asses off at the end of it, and just like, oh my god, and we're just in disappointment at ourselves because we spent over 2 hours discussing over the fact that like if men developed from monkeys, why do we still have monkeys?
Monkeys?
Yes.
Monkeys?
So did you not know that humans came from monkeys? So it meant
I'm pretty sure that's like common knowledge.
Isn't that like evolution?
yeah, it's evolution.
Yeah.
So if men developed from monkeys, why do we still have monkeys?
Oh, what the heck?
Oh,
Or if you had the chance to invent a country, what would you name it?
I'd rather not run a country, thank you very much. We've all seen
oh
how
my
the
gosh,
politics turned out.
running a country is so hard.
I feel like I know what kind of name Jay will give it.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Like the
Bees
name of
nuts.
the yeah. I thought that was your mom.
Okay, not gonna lie, I thought it was gonna be something else, but it's okay.
Oh,
For once, I actually thought it was
your
gonna be something
mom?
else.
Your mom?
No,
Mom?
not that actually. It's neither these nuts or your mom, surprisingly enough.
Okay, those are the
What are
two
you
names.
gonna call it?
Yeah, it's not.
So I really do like these kinds of questions because it just makes you think that okay, it just makes you thankful that like okay, thank God I'm human. I'm human and and I have the capability of thinking of these kinds of questions.
Able of thinking like a monkey.
Are you okay?
Ah,
Are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
no.
Yeah, okay, she's not okay.
Where's my coffee? This is my coffee.
Okay, Jay, I'm so sorry to break your brain. Ollie is sorry as well to break your brain.
No, it's fine. This is why
I'm so
a lot
sorry.
of my late night thoughts are in the moment, so that I don't have to think about them later on when I'm fully awake and conscious.
I mean, since we are awake and conscious, we just think about these questions, right? And we realize that the stupidity of these type of questions is just ridiculous, and that people get into fights over this.
That is true.
Did you
It's
realize that, like,
funny though.
do you ever notice that, like these type of questions that come up, right? People start getting into heated debates, heated fights over which answer is actually right. Like,
I mean, yeah, but like it's so funny though.
exactly, like you okay? You remember that time where the question came out? Well, like, is cereal a soup or not? Right?
Oh yeah, or like water, or is water wet or something?
Yeah, right. So those type of questions actually took. I remember like it took us like I think 2-3 days to resolve the issue. Somehow that topic just kept coming out every single day.
Oh yeah, that actually reminds me. You know, during a studio project,
I volunteered to playtest for a group, and like there is this one part where it came to like from agreeing with one statement versus agreeing with like another statement, and like while these two were like completely unrelated to one another, one of them is like water is wet, and then like you said, we went on to a full-on debate about that for like, I actually don't know how long that lasted, but yeah, we went on to debate with that, and like voices were raised, let me tell you. It was just heated arguments of whether water was wet or not. I really don't remember how it unfolded, but yeah, it was funny.
So all these questions that runs through our brains every single night, or like majority of the night, you can think about it, either it's funny, but you can think of it as funny, or like when you tell it to other people, or like if you're doing this on your own, right? You can think, you just stare at the ceiling and you'll be wondering, can fish see water?
yeah, exactly.
I wonder.
Exactly.
And then here's the thing. Okay? I feel like people who do these kinds of, who think about these type of questions, right, are the people who want to bring pain to others.
Are you
Like-
saying Ollie's a sadist?
No.
Wait. What?
Wait. Let me finish. I feel
Ahem.
like these people who think about these kind of questions, right? They are silently planning revenge, or trying to figure out ways to bring up this topic and just tell it to other people so that she's willing to cause chaos. Let's
But
just say
why?
that.
There's no other reason, no other answer apart from her being a
It's
sadist.
my cue to go.
No, wait, Ollie, I'm sorry! I'm sorry, come back! Come back! I'm sorry. Oh god, I can't fly.
Oh no.
So remember, we're in a tree, guys. We're in a tree.
We're in a tree? Alright, I will be in the tree.
Okay.
Yeah, how do you
Okay,
get
break.
in the tree?
I am in the tree.
Guys, we are on the tree. Guys.
We're
guys.
in the tree. We're in the tree.
Right? Alright,
Alright, I'm sitting back down.
Alright, so
Why does your dog have particles?
man, he's
Because
cool.
the dog's just quirky like that. Just leave him be.
man,
man.
leave-
Oh, sorry.
Cool
So,
Dog
oh, sorry.
alone, man.
I'm so sorry. Right, that's
leave
my
Cool
other
Dog
tree to
alone.
leave.
No!
Yeah,
Come
so
back, come
so
back, come
as
back, come back.
said, as said, cool dog. So cool dog. So how are you doing there, cool dog?
Bark, bark.
I love how the two of you just look in that direction at the same
Can't
time.
even see us, man.
Okay,
Dude,
man,
it can't.
I can't see him.
cool
Yeah,
dog.
I can't see him either.
Cool dog is short, okay? Cool dog is short, okay? What do you want from cool dog?
You're trying to talk to it while even you can't see him either.
Oh yeah, but it's cool dog. Leave cool dog alone, guys. Cool dog is cool.
Okay.
Alright, so
Yeah, cool dog is cool.
cool dog shall be here for every time I'm hostess.
Yes.
Yes, anyway. So
Whatchamacallit? Relationships. Have you ever had late night thoughts about relationships?
yes.
Honestly, all the time, especially considering my
Work experience of being a love therapist for everyone in relationships.
You should get paid. You should get paid.
I need to get paid! I don't get paid at all for this crap! Anyway, yes, Ollie, go on.
I feel like most of the late night relationship thoughts that I've ever had was about whether I would be with somebody or whether I've met the person that I'm supposed to be with and maybe let them go. I don't know. This leads back to our last week's topic.
yeah, but I mean, it's still the same because it's like late night thought anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I would dream whether I would have the chance to meet Aiden Gallagher, but you know.
Hey man, there is a chance. It's not zero, but there's a chance. Okay.
It's definitely like a 0.99999% chance.
Yeah. At least it's not zero. As long as the both of you exist, it's a possibility. Don't worry.
What a joy to be alive at the same time as Aiden Gallagher.
What a joy to be alive and exist in the same generation as your favorite characters and
What a
actors and
joy
people
to
in
be
general.
alive.
Yep.
Especially we're at the age where most of the actors and actresses are the ones who are coming up now are about our age. We're about that age now.
Yeah,
Right,
so it's age
yeah.
appropriate.
Actually, I also have like a few myself. I mean, I do have quite a lot, but they're honestly mostly regarding like my personal issues. But I think I can like touch on one where like I did bring up somewhere, I think. Wait, hold on. Let me find it and find exactly what I said. Okay, so I said in one post that I find it really enlightening, that someone told me that me being quiet sounds cursed. I always saw myself as someone closed off. To be described as someone expressive now, I wonder what secondary school me would think. I never actually thought of that. Like, ever since someone told me that I was expressive, I was like, really? Like, no, okay, not really that, but saying that me being quiet is cursed. Is me being quiet cursed to you guys?
No, I don't think so. Because mostly people are. I mean, most of the people. Sorry, I'm so sorry for my background. Most
okay.
I feel like most people are just, quiet most of the time because, well, sometimes I don't have the energy to talk to you. And like some of my friends, like some people, I mean, you guys understand that whenever I'm quiet, it means that I'm either recharging or like I have nothing to add.
I mean, like, I guess quiet in the sense that, like, speaking softly, because, like, you know how I usually, like, talk quite loudly? Yeah. My friend meant it in, like, the talking softer kind of sense, instead of actually, like, quiet and, like, recharging energy. Like, oh, of course I do know that everyone does that too, but yeah, I was like, huh. Because, like, I'm pretty sure I was like that back then. And to see that, like, even that surprised me was something. It was just a massive huh to me. And every time I thought about it, it was just a huh. Like, just a constant huh in my head. Like a villager, but more extra.
Yeah.
So like a villain, but quirky, basically.
So what?
So like a villain, but quirky.
Or like a Minecraft villager.
Oh my god! That scared the living crap out of me. Is that a...
Oh.
Or like
What
a
is he
Minecraft.
wearing?
The
What
shaders
is
confused me because, like, I thought he was wearing, like, burgers or something.
What?
What is he wearing?
What is he wearing?
He looks like a caveman.
I thought he's wearing, like, a burger suit or something.
And this
I'm
is
so
how,
sorry if I insulted
and this
you.
is how we make the recording interesting. Ladies
What?
and gentlemen.
Sorry,
What are you wearing?
Ladies and gentlemen, which
I'm so sorry.
it's okay. We're gonna add in that villager for, like, the her.
Huh.
Yes. Oh wait,
Then late night thoughts. Would you agree that it does help you both mentally and physically?
Physically, probably not. Probably
man,
not.
Man, the late night thoughts of like whether it will affect your physical being. It's like, when I like asking yourself, if I take a dip down here, would I break half of my ribs?
Or will she break her legs
or
first?
two?
Or will she break her legs first?
Yeah.
Would I
that's
break my
yeah.
ankles, my arms, or my spine first?
Okay, I feel
If
like
I was adventurous and I went swimming with sharks, would the sharks eat me?
no, maybe, who knows? We'll never
Yeah,
know unless we try it.
realistically, I hear that they actually don't,
They don't.
compared to what the movies make them to be.
Yeah. I feel like sharks are the misunderstood characters in their own.
Oh
story.
yeah, for sure. And then like the actual terror sea animals are like dolphins as compared to sharks.
Dolphins, man.
Yeah,
Shake
like
my
they say
head.
they say dolphins are actually like borderline psychopaths. Or maybe they are psychopaths.
No, I think they're just really smart.
Smart?
They're just really
Wait, I'm pretty sure I heard somewhere that they actually play with like their food before they eat it.
That's kind of psycho. Though.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
That is kind of psycho.
Another late night thought that I've had before was have you ever imagined what it'd be like to be in a TV show? No. Okay, let me rephrase my question. Have you ever thought what it would be like if your life was a little bit different? Like, let's say you were not born in whatever situation you were born in right now. How would that affect your life? So you start coming up with like different situations, and I guess that's where people write books from. I think authors get their creative thinking from thinking about if I was not born the way that I was, what if I was born in this kind of situation? What if I was born in this kind of situation? How would I react? What would the people around me react like? What kind of things would there be around me?
That's their late night thoughts.
Yeah. That makes sense. I mean, sometimes, not gonna lie, even I have those too. I was like, what if I actually did accept the offer in Sec 1? What then? Where will I be now?
Do you think every time that you have failed, it creates a possibility that you in a universe that you did not fail? So like it creates your own kind of multiverse. Everything is based on your own options. So what if everybody had their own designated multiverse where every time they made a mistake, like in another it creates another path where they didn't make the mistake. It does like the opposite.
Yeah, there's like, if the multiverse thing actually exists, I would actually be kind of curious to like as to how I look like, because not because of like a self-esteem sense, but because of how the actions and what I've been through in that multiverse made me turn out to be, like my whole demeanor, my appearance, just everything in general, you know?
Yeah, but those are my late night thoughts. What if there's a multiverse where I just made like every mistake that I've ever made like didn't happen? Or every mistake that I made, it created a new timeline where I didn't make the mistake and it just diverged. How different would my life be? What if I didn't take that choice? If I took this choice instead, how different would my life be?
Yeah, exactly.
That leads to existential crises, but you know, yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem. I also think of this too. Like, if I didn't meet you guys, what kind of person would I have been? And where would even this end up?
This would be non-existent. I mean, you know, we've worked to the point that we worked hard together, and to the point that, you know, we wanted this to happen, so we made it happen. If we never met, this wouldn't even be a thing, right? No, we wouldn't even be having such a conversation.
Yeah. But I mean, still that doesn't really like, even if we didn't meet like now, or more specifically like last year, there's also like the possibility that like we could have met in the future, but there's also the possibility that we've never met in the future. So that's honestly like really trippy to think about. And if we just met in the future, we would have been completely different people.
You would. But so, going back to my question, will late night thoughts actually help you both mentally and physically? To me, I think mentally yes, because you take the time to actually think through about the day that you've gone through, and you thought about everything that could have happened or like could not have happened, so on and so forth. Physically, it's like many people, well, a lot of people actually say, yeah, it does not really affect me physically, but I think to me, physically, it does make me see the world more openly, rather than it makes me see the world more openly, so that at least I know that I won't judge everything and anything too quickly, and that, you know, I can always take revenge on human beings with weird questions that I think of at like 3 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, now that I think about it, I actually do also agree that in some sense it does help you physically, especially if you think about like your, like, if one of your late night thoughts ends up being about physique, it could change physicality one way or another.
Right. Before we end it off, because I think I've asked all my questions that can be asked. Before we end it off, let me ask one last question that I think might break your brains. So, have you ever wondered when did time actually begin?
Well, it's like speculated, but I never really thought much past.
There's a lot of Christian perspectives.
Yeah.
People thought it happened with like the scientific theories that people thought that it happened with the Big Bang, right?
Oh yeah, the Big Bang.
Yeah.
So what came first, the Big Bang or light and day?
Huh?
So what came first?
I'm not really too sure much about the Big Bang. I've just heard.
I feel like they occurred at the same time.
Yeah,
Alright.
but like
Yeah.
honestly, we can't really tell obviously because we haven't lived for long enough. We don't know what actually happened in history to be able to tell which came first and how time actually started. But if we being technical here and like directly speaking, time I'm pretty sure it wasn't like taken note of until not that long ago. Like I don't know, like Egypt or something. They're usually the ones that invent like a lot of stuff, like clocks and stuff. Like I don't know who it was, but I think the way they measure time was like with a really tall stick, and the way they gauge time is by the shadow of the stick.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hence the further invention of the sundial.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. I think I can say that we've wrapped this topic up very nicely. Yeah. Y'all have fun? Cool dog have fun? Cool dog have fun.
Yeah, Cool Dog's just chilling. At least he doesn't have to talk.
Yeah, at least Cool Dog doesn't have to talk.
Yeah, he's too cool to talk.
He's too cool for this school, man. Too cool for us. Alright, guys. Thank you so much for joining us today. Next week, there'll be a new hostess and a new topic. So do join us then. But for now, we will all see y'all next week. Bye-bye. Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, before we completely end it off, we are about to hit you with some fun facts from one of our special guests.
Speaking of Power Rangers, did you know that Power Rangers is actually a derivative of a Japanese TV show called Super Sentai? Super Sentai Rangers, rather, it's actually a tokusatsu series. Basically, tokusatsu is Japanese special effects, where most people, well, I don't know about most people, but a lot of the costumes are made of rubber and use, well, special effects to make it more sparkly and everything. This trend was started back when Godzilla was started. It's quite an old genre, but no amount of special effects can ever make Ollie taller.